Hello, this is Coach Herbert. Thank you for always listening to my podcasts, and thank you very much for keeping your dreams alive. In this podcast, we are looking at the issue of how dads influence boys. Remember, a dad is so important in the life of a boy. Now, what I want to tell you is very many studies have showed that growing up with a father increases a boy's school performance and decreases their risk of committing a crime and abusing drugs and alcohol. So in this podcast, let us look at the ways dads influence boys. Let me tell you this, whether they live in their home or stay involved on a regular basis. Number one, what happens basically is dads shape the boys' identity. They shape their identity. Now, what I want you to know is boys look to fathers in their search for self. Without a father, boys have a harder time defining who they are and they want to be. I guess you understand. You see, it becomes hard for a boy to define who they are and who they want to be in case they don't have a father. A boy's search for self starts with his father. You want it or not. A boy's search for self starts with his father. Now, another thing that I want you to know is fathers help boys to have a belonging. Are you getting me? Now, the need to belong to a family or tribe is a powerful force in boys. Having a father in the picture gives them this sense of alliance. Most studies show that boys without fathers are more likely to join gangs because they have to look outside the family for social acceptance. I think we are moving on well. So there is really a very important issue, especially when a father is in the life of a boy. And let's go to another point. We have the issue of fathers basically help influence the boys' values. Now, boys with fathers are more likely than their fatherless peers to have economic stability in the household. Somebody may say, but that's the fact. You're getting me? Why? Because this gives them a sense of self-worth. There are other values fathers shape. For example, the work ethic, having a healthy relationship, and preserving. Let me tell you, kids who have not grown up with fathers, sometimes they don't have a good work ethic, and sometimes they don't have good or healthy relationships, and even preserving relationships sometimes becomes hard for them. Now, something else that we can talk about, especially when it comes to issues pertaining the father and the son, is the issue of character. What I'm saying is fathers demonstrate character to their sons. Let me tell you this. Boys look up to their fathers and imitate what they see. Fathers can model good character traits like integrity, honesty, courage, restraint, fairness, foresight, and citizenship. When fathers are absent, boys look to celebrities. They look to popular musicians or sports figures for character cues. You just scan and see what happens basically. You're getting me? Now, another issue is fathers teach respect. And I repeat, fathers teach respect. A father who does not show up for his boy epitomizes disrespect. Present fathers, on the other hand, can actively teach respectful behaviors such as listening, trust, tolerance, politeness, and understanding limits. You get me? So, as fathers, we teach our children respect. Another issue is boys without fathers often feel as boys without respect always feel as though there is something missing, which is why some fatherless boys turn to sex, pornography, violence, drugs, alcohol, or other destructive behaviors. So what I mean is, having a father helps boys feel complete. So a boy without a father will feel incomplete. You want it or not. Now, another thing that I want you to know is boys without fathers have a lot of unanswered questions about sex. What I'm talking about here is a boy with a father will have balanced ideas about sex. A side effect is that they don't talk about sex and get the practical advice that would carry them into healthy, fulfilling relationships as men. So they're going to miss out on that. Hope you get me well. Fathers can give practical advice about girls, sex. We are talking about issues of wet dreams, contraceptives, pregnancy, and other topics they are not likely to discuss with their moms. So a father is so important in the life of a boy, or a father is so important in the life of a son. You're getting me? And then as I come to a conclusion, let me tell you this. A father gives love to his boy or to his son. Boys who don't have involved fathers often view love as vulnerability or as vulnerable, and trust as a bad thing. I hope you get me well. So what do I mean? I mean, fathers should always show boys that love means satisfaction and completeness. Hello, I'm Coach Herbert. Remember that in this podcast, we have been looking at or talking about the issue of how dads influence boys. And I've told you that, look, dads shape the identity of their sons. Dads help their sons to belong. Dads influence the values of their sons. Dads demonstrate character to their sons. Dads teach respect to their sons. Dads fill that void. Are getting me? There's always something that is missing those boys. So as a dad, you fill that void, that space, so that your boy doesn't go or doesn't turn to sex, pornography, violence, issues of drugs and alcohol, and behaviors that are self-destructive. Getting me? Now, when your dad is present in your life, when a dad is present in the life of a boy or a son, there is always something good, especially when it comes to information and ideas about sex, because it's always dads who speak about sex in men. You see, not every mom can do that. And last but not least, let me tell you this. Dads give love or show love to their sons. Because without the dad, without daddy, the boy will not experience that love. God bless you. I remain Coach Herbert, and I say, keep your dreams alive.